Okay, you're welcome back to the tutorial. In this video, we'll go to the step-by-step analysis of what two-way ANOVA involving using SPSS. Okay, on my data view, so I'll simply go to analyze. I'll go to compare means. Okay, in analyzing two-way ANOVA using SPSS, we analyze two-way by what? By one way. What does that mean? We analyze the parameters with respect to one of the independent variable, keeping the other one constant, and then analyzing the other one, keeping the first one what? Constant. Okay, so it's analyzing two-way by one way. That's how we analyze two-way in what? In SPSS. Okay, so I'll go to one-way ANOVA. I'll hit on one-way ANOVA. Okay, so this is what I have. I will take all this back. Okay, this is how it's supposed to appear once you open your. Okay, so this is what I have. I'll tap on this and I'll take this back. Okay, so this is what we have. Once you open yours, this is what you're supposed to have. That is there because something close to that has been analyzed here before. So this is what I have. I have my sex and I have my group. Okay, in the first analysis, I'm going to analyze sex with respect to these parameters. Does these parameters change with respect to sex? I will estimate that now. So sex should now be my independent variable. So I will add it on my independent variable, which is what? The factor. Whereas the dependent list is where the dependent variables what are. So I will code or click on the dependent variables and add them here. I can be adding them one after the other. Okay, I'll simply highlight together by holding down the shift key and the down arrow, and then I'll hit it here, and then it will all get in here. So I'll go to my contrast. My contrast is fine, so I'll continue. Then I'll go to my post hoc. Okay, it's already selected, but if you open yours for the first time, this is how it's going to look like. Okay, what we use is the LSD table and the Duncan table. This is the general table we use to interpret our result from different researches we run. Okay, some others can use Turkey and the rest, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we use LSD and Duncan. So I will say, and our confidence significant level is what? 0.05, which is 95% confidence interval, which is fine. Okay, we'll click continue. Then we'll go to option. Our option, if you open yours for the first time, this is what you see. Okay, we'll simply highlight on the descriptive option there. Okay, meaning we need a descriptive table in our output. If you need any other output here, maybe the mean plot or homogeneity of variance test, you can simply highlight them, but we don't need them here. So I'll continue. Okay, the bootstrap, do I need anything in bootstrap? No, I'll simply continue. Okay, so this is what I have. I'm now analyzing these parameters with respect to what? To sex, and keeping group what? Constant. Since group is here, I'm not analyzing with respect to group. So I just have this and this now. So what do? I'll hit on what? Okay. And as you can see, it has generated result for me. Okay, it's telling me that I actually kept group constant, which is fine. So I'm analyzing with respect to what? To sex, and this is what I have. Okay, this is what I have. This is what I have. Okay, so I will go back to the same table I've analyzed with respect to sex. So I'll go back to the same table, which is this table. Okay, and then I will analyze again, this time with respect to what? To group. Okay, so I'll go to analyze. I'll go to compare means. Okay, I'll go to one-way ANOVA, and then this sex here, I'll click on it. This arrow will be highlighted once I click on it. It's not highlighted now, so I'll click on it. It's now become highlighted, so I'll just hit on it and it will come back here. Then I'll tap on group and send group here. So this time I'm analyzing group with respect to what? These parameters. Okay, so I'll simply hit was okay. Check my contrast, it's fine. It should still remain the same thing. Go to my post hoc. These two are still highlighted, which is fine. Go to my option. Descriptive is still highlighted, which is fine. My bootstrap is still okay. So I'll do what? I'll continue. So I'll simply hit on what? Okay, and the analysis has begun. Okay, so this is what I have. I've analyzed this, the second one. This is the first one. Then this is the second one. I've analyzed this particular one now with respect to the different groups now, and I've been able to generate what? My results. Okay, these are the results I got when I analyze with respect to what? To the group. Okay, quickly, before we round up the video, we discovered that when we analyze these parameters with respect to the sex, okay, this ANOVA table is simply a summary table that also shows you if there is significant difference between or within the groups. Okay, you just run when compared to the control. Okay, so for what I have here, there is no significant difference here. There can only be significant difference if this SIG value is less than 0.05. But from what I have here, all of them here are greater than 0.05, meaning what? There is no significant difference. The implication is that what? Treating or administering this with respect to sex doesn't change anything. It's not dependent on sex. Whether it's male or female, it produces what? The same effect. That is what this non-significance here is telling you. Either you treat with male, whether your treatment groups are male or female, it doesn't affect the biochemical parameters here. Okay, that's particularly from this experiment. I'm not saying it applies to every experiment, so you have to analyze your own data and see what the outcome is. Then if you go to the ANOVA table, okay, for the analysis with respect to group, you discover that with respect to group, I have this SIG, which is the significant value here. All, okay, except 1 and 2 are significant. All except this one and this one are significant. Okay, this is ALT and what? And SOD. Okay, telling you that when you analyze them with respect to groups, you discover they are what? Significant difference. Okay, but when you analyze with respect to sex, you discover there is what? No significant difference across the group and within the group. So by implication of this particular one, is telling you that the different groups, okay, the different groups when treated with those different extras and compared to control, there's what? There is significant difference in some of them and there's no significant, meaning those extracts actually produced some level of what? Effect on the subject when compared to the control that had no what? Treatment. Okay, further explanation of interpretation of this table has been discussed in one of our videos, so do well to see the video on interpretation of what? SPSS result, and you get more knowledge or info concerning how you interpret your analyzed data. See you in that video. Thank you so much.